morning. It is 7:30, 61 degrees right now in Des Moines. Looking for a high today of 76. I'm Pam Dixon with a KIOA news update brought to you by Scott Neff at Central Iowa Orthopedics. He reminds you don't have to live with the pain anymore. Call 222-3151 for a consultation. Well, a chance of rain is in the forecast for Central Iowa again today after a brief storm passed through yesterday afternoon. The weather was more serious to the north, though. A pair of tornadoes touched down near Marathon City, which is in north-central Wisconsin. No injuries or major damage was reported there. Meanwhile, much further to the south, Hurricane Bud losing steam as it bears down on the southwestern Mexican coast. It's been downgraded to a Category 2 storm. Authorities are warning parents about the dangers of a popular dishwasher detergent. Hundreds of poisonings have been reported this year due to children biting into colorful Tide pods after mistaking them for candy. A representative for Procter & Gamble says the company will alter the lid of their Tide Pods container going forward to make them more child-proof. The USS Iowa will try again this weekend to make its final voyage. The ship was to leave Northern California on Sunday for its new home at the Port of Los Angeles, but high winds and dangerous seas delayed the move. Conditions have improved and the journey is now set to begin tomorrow. Finally, high above the Earth, there's a delay in what will be the first ever docking of a commercially launched space capsule at the International Space Station. Thursday's practice rendezvous of the unmanned Dragon capsule went perfectly, and SpaceX had hoped that everything would go as planned for this morning's docking or capture, which was scheduled for 7 a.m. Well, NASA is now saying that probably won't happen until shortly after 8 a.m. this morning. We'll keep you posted. KIOA News Time is 7:32. Sports and weather next.
Iowa's greatest hits, 93.3 KIOA.
And when I go away, I know my heart can stay with my love. It's understood, it's in the hands of my love. And my love.
Showing if you love the 70s.
At the 70s, 93.3 KIOA.
Join us weeknights at 7 o'clock for one entire hour devoted to nothing but great records of the 70s. 7 of the 70s with Kate Garner.
This is a story about Billy Joe and Bobby Sue. Two young lovers with nothing better to do. Take the money and run. Take the money and run. Yeah!
93.3 KIOA with the greatest hits of all time. Steve Miller Band, Take the Money and Run. One of my favorite Steve Miller tunes. 7:37, Tim Fox for Maxwell. And we hope you'll take us to work with you today. Go AWOL, be a network on the job listener, or even listen online at KIOA.com. And that is a service of Heartland Plastic Surgery. You only better. Getting underway at 9 this morning. It's KIO A to Y. We've alphabetized the greatest hits of all time by title. And it's brought to you by the Dewerson Corporation. The commercial roofing specialist. Do it right with Dewerson. Starts at 9, runs
Woo! Starting the party early.
all weekend long. Absolutely. A lot of people getting off early today, if not burning off one of those comp days or something. So it's one long weekend.
It took a while to get cars on Locust downtown.
No kidding this morning. I didn't have a lot of... I didn't think of it at the time, but I really didn't have much company on the way this morning. So I think it's going to be a light drive this
big
morning.
Weekend, yes.
What's the Central Iowa forecast?
Well, it's going to be hot and humid much of the weekend. Today, partly sunny, a 30% chance of afternoon rain, 76 for a high, 50% chance of overnight rain with a low 63. Tomorrow, partly sunny, breezy, a 30% chance of showers early with a high of 88. Sunny and 91 on Sunday. Memorial Day, partly sunny with a 40% chance of rain and a high 82. 61 degrees right now.
We're going to have some fun with Pam in a second, but first, let's check traffic from KIOA Traffic Control.
We're looking at one accident now, Highway 65 southbound at Hubble. It's on the off-ramp, and that should be out of the way soon if it isn't already. I think it just cleared, so you don't have to worry about that or around the rest of the metro. Just more company for you. If you see a problem, feel free to call us, 4949227. I'm Mary Day from KIOA Traffic Control.
Well, we've got KIOA's Party in the Park coming up Sunday, July 29th in Waterworks Park, presented by Charles Gabus Ford. An incredible lineup. Chuck Negron, former lead singer of Three Dog Night. We also have Pablo Cruz, Spinners, Joan Jett and the Blackhearts, Casey and the Sunshine Band. And we also have Dr. Hook. And a little over an hour ago, we were talking about Pam getting all excited to see Dr. Hook, Ray Sawyer and company, and cover of the Rolling Stone. And what do you think the initial lyrics are, Pam?
Well,
what do you think? What do you think the lyrics are? Not what.
I'm a big rock singer. I got toes and fingers, and I love everywhere we go. Sing about beauty, sing about truth at $10,000 a show.
All right, you're pretty close. We're big rock singers. We got golden fingers.
Oh, golden.
But I like your version, toes and fingers.
Well, you know,
it's one of those, you think something, for years I thought Elvis Presley's Suspicious Minds were caught in a drought we can't get out. I mean, you're in a drought. Or, I never
there's
hear
a bathroom on the right.
I never hear your pizza burning, And there was one the other day that caught me off guard, and I'm at a loss to remember what that was. But it's funny what lyrics we think exist in a song. A few years ago, there was an episode of Dharma and Greg where the guy thought, got a black magic woman trying to take a pebble out of me. Instead of make a devil out of me. Oh, it can be so entertaining. It's 7:40.
A song for everybody that's got kidney problems.
There you go. Yeah, like the Idol.
Poor Philip Phillips.
Oh,
yeah.
man.
God, they said he went under the knife 8 times during American Idol. How is that possible?
That had to be some kind of an orthoscopic, type of dealie, wouldn't you think?
But my God, the guy had to be in pain, and he wins Idol. Work through it, kids. There's your lesson.
Work hard. It's 7:41, and coming up here, we've got a morning music challenge coming up before the top of the hour. And in the 8 o'clock hour, more tickets to KIOA's Party in the Park. By the way, you can get your tickets online at KIOA.com or save yourself a couple of bucks in fees and get your tickets for $33 plus the normal handling fees at our 1416 Locust Street Studios, weekdays 8 to 5.
Iowa's greatest hits, KIOA.
I'm alright. Nobody but about me. Why you got to give me a fight? Can't you just let it be? I'm alright. No, nobody but about me. You got to give me a fight. Why don't you just let me be?
93.3 KIOA, 747, 61 degrees right now in Des Moines. Winefest Des Moines toasting 10 years this year. Win tickets to the Friday night event, Sips in the City, coming up with the Morning Music Challenge.
.33 KIOA, give that boy a cell phone. He needs to make a phone call.
I just listened to that song a whole different way as the parent of a class of 2012 senior. All the kids are getting ready to leave the nest, and just remember, your parents will always be there for you.
And we want to wish...
I'm not going to cry.
I don't know how to handle a tearing up Pam Dixon. I really don't. I know how to make her happy.
That song moved me. How many times have I heard that song? I don't know why it moved me so much this time. But hey, you know what? Let's do something totally wild here. Raise your glass, whether it's a coffee cup, a travel mug, a Diet Coke, a Red Bull can. Raise it up high right now as we salute the class of 2012 seniors. May you always have love to share, health to spare, and friends who care.
Just letting it hang there in the air for a second or two, Pam.
Oh, God, I'm so sorry.
It's 7:53, the Central Iowa forecast calling for a partly sunny day. We hope a 30% chance of showers with thunderstorms after 1 with a high of 76 tonight. Cloudy, 50% chance of showers, low 63. Tomorrow, partly sunny, breezy, 30% chance of showers with thunderstorms before 1 with a high of 88. Sunny and breezy for Sunday, 91. And for Memorial Day, partly sunny, 40% chance of showers with thunderstorms with a high of 82. Right now, cloudy and 63 on KIOA. How about a morning music challenge?
Oh, yeah, let's get some stuff away here. We've got a pair of tickets to Winefest Sips in the City. This is Friday night, June 8th at Nolan Plaza and Capitol Square. It is a great event. We've also got a 4-pack of tickets to see the Des Moines Menace kick around that soccer ball. They're pretty darn good, too. They play the Kansas City Brass on Saturday, June 9th. And we have a CD. It's the Beatles Love Cirque du Soleil soundtrack. You know, they got that big show out in Vegas. Well, you're going to get that CD soundtrack right now as we play Name Change. Okay? We need the title and artist.
And what we've done is change the name to something that reveals the true identity of the record.
Yes. What's the title of this song? We've changed the name to Monetary Pavement. Monetary Pavement. Give us a call, 3121-933.
And we'll start with...
Iowa's greatest hits, 93.3 KIOA.
Where are those happy days? They seem so hard to find. I tried to read.
And KIOA XT1 Des Moines.
Iowa's greatest hits,
7:58.
93.3 KIOA. Penny Lane, there is a barber showing photographs of every head he's had the pleasure to know, and all the people that come and go stop and say hello. On the corner is a banker with a motor car, the little children laughing him behind his back. Penny Lane. Greatest hits of all time. Iowa's greatest hits. 93.3 KIOA Des Moines.
Good morning, a couple minutes after 8, 61 degrees right now in Des Moines. I'm Pam Dixon with a KIOA News Update. Really, partly sunny today, a 30% chance of rain and a high of 76. We'll see. Your full forecast coming up. The man charged in the 1979 disappearance of 6-year-old Aton Pates expected to be arraigned today in New York. 51-year-old Pedro Hernandez of New Jersey is charged with murder. Today's court proceedings are taking place on National Missing Children's Day. Jurors who will decide whether John Edwards broke federal campaign finance laws begin a second week of deliberations today. The former presidential candidate, one-term senator, charged with using campaign contributions for medical and living expenses for his then-pregnant mistress during the 2008 campaign. The man originally accused of beating a popular local runner is suing the city of Des Moines. Stuart Walford Wessels was arrested in November for the attack on Forey Jacobson at a downtown bar. Now, those charges were dropped in February. Benjamin Vogel eventually pleaded guilty to the crime and was sentenced last week to 5 years in prison. But Walford Wessels says authorities took too long to pursue the evidence that proved him innocent. And a chance of rain in the forecast again for central Iowa today after a brief storm passed through yesterday afternoon. The weather was more serious to the north, though. A pair of tornadoes touched down near Marathon City in north central Wisconsin. Now, no injuries or major damage reported there. Meanwhile, much further to the south, Hurricane Bud losing steam as it bears down on the southwestern Mexican coast. It's been downgraded to a Category 2 storm. KIOA News Time coming up on 8:04. Sports and weather next.
Live from Progressive.
First caller.
Hi, I just broke up with my boyfriend.
I think you called the wrong number, but Progressive.com lets you compare our rates with our competitors. So there are other